Hello, everybody. We are going to be talking about today a major issue that, frankly, I've glossed over in the last few videos. I've been making 2024 election predictions. Today, I'm talking about something much more current, and it is the plummeting of Joe Biden's polls in every aspect of everything that he's done. Now, this is a Quinnipiac poll. This is a poll that actually tends to lean to the left. So this is not a right-leaning poll. This is not a Rasmussen poll. This is a left-leaning poll, and it's not even just left-leaning. It got many states way wrong to the left in 2020 and in 2016 with regards to Republicans. This poll, just look at the title. Americans give President Biden lowest marks across the board. Quinnipiac University National Poll finds. The majority say the Biden administration is not competent to lead the country. This is just damning to the Biden administration and to the work that they have done over the last 9 months. It's a complete rebuke by the American people, and it would essentially show that if there was an election held today, presidential, House, and Senate, they would probably all go to the Republicans. Even if Trump was running for the Republicans, that would go as well to the Republicans. It would all go Republican. So we're going to get right into these polls. I've spoken a little bit about it. This is from October 6th. It is, it's pretty recent. It's October 7th today, so I tried to get this out as quickly as possible. And we're going to go. Now, these issues are handling of the economy, handling of the coronavirus, handling of the border, foreign policy. It's everything. And I don't think that when I looked through it, he had a positive approval rating on pretty much anything. So let's get right into it. There's a little bit down here. This poll shows that Biden receives a 38% job approval rating. This is, pretty much this is below Trump at this point in his presidency. Significantly below Trump. Biden not doing well at all with a regular approval. This is the job approval rating in his job as president of the United States. Now, let's, we can talk about the parties. Obviously, 94% of Republicans disapprove of Biden's job. I don't know why there's even 4%. Each party, whatever you'd expect loyalty, but whatever. Independents, 60-32. That's very bad for them. And even Democrats, 10% of Democrats disapprove. Well, I guess 10 are undecided, and 80% still approve. But that is among Democrats. That is his own political party. Now let's get into the meat. These are the handling of issues. This is Quinnipiac poll, as I say, a left-leaning poll showing Biden is just, collapsing on every issue. I'll just read what it says. The Biden received negative scores in double digits on all but one key issue when Americans were asked about his handling of, continuing. This is now the response to the coronavirus. 48% of Americans approve of Joe Biden's response to the coronavirus, while 50% disapprove. Now, the coronavirus is supposed to be something that Joe Biden that's his strong suit. That's, that's what that's what he is, liked for. The fact that I guess he's given credit, I guess, with expanding testing and I guess the vaccine and pushing out the vaccine. And I guess, Americans would, not even a majority would say, but this is supposed to be his best thing, his best policy that he's worked on. And, not even people believe that it's good policy at all. So, that's what he puts forward, and the polls are terrible. Not terrible, but pretty much even, and that's supposed to be the best. Now, the economy, it's just going to get worse from here. The economy, 39% of Americans approve, 55% disapprove. 39% of Americans disapprove. That is less than 40%. That is terrible. That is, close to a third of the country approving of the job, while over 50%, way over 50% disapprove of the job of the economy. And, that's obvious. You can see that from the rising gas prices, the rising prices in bulk goods, food, lumber, whatnot. Significant rising in prices. And the American people clearly disapprove of that. He has not done a good job in the economy when you look at it. Significant. The gas prices are what he's most known for, but it's a broad-based issue. That's 39%. Trump, obviously, much more approved of with the economy, and obviously that's what he would be known for rather than Biden with the coronavirus. I guess similar um, parallels. Now, this is a job as leading the U.S. military. I guess it's foreign. How well is he with foreign? 37% approve, 58% disapprove. Terrible. Again, only a third% of the country. A third of the country approve Joe Biden's handling of U.S. Foreign affairs militarily, and almost 60% disapprove. So another terrible thing. We continue to go down with taxes. 37% approve, 54% disapprove. Now this is really bad. And look, you can even I guess glaze below. This isn't even the worst. But clearly taxes. People don't support what Joe Biden has done with that. Even after now they want the $3.5 trillion bill that Republicans said that they're not going with. Polling is just terrible. This is with Biden. He's the head of the Democrat Party. 54% of the country disapproves of his handling of taxes. Let's see how many people are being left out. I guess undecided. That'd be about 9% of the people are undecided. Again, bad. 37% approve of his handling of taxes. Continuing to go down the little bracket. Foreign policy, 34% approve on foreign policy. Now, this is directly relating to Afghanistan. In my mind, you can talk about other things, but I think the main thing here is Afghanistan, the fact that withdrawal, the videos of, those Afghans falling out of the sky from airplanes. We left billions of dollars in military. We left guns, we left tanks, we left night vision goggles to the Taliban. The American people clearly not approving of that either. That's another third of the country that just approves it, and then 60%, around 60% disapprove, and another few percent aren't sure, and they really probably don't even pay attention to anything. But that is terrible. 34%. That's clearly a lot of his voters are regretting the vote, or at the moment regretting the vote. With his handling of foreign policy, and very upset about Afghanistan. Now we get to about the worst things that Joe Biden is known for as the president, and this is his handling of immigration issues. 25% of this country approves of Joe Biden's handling of immigration, while 67% disapprove. That is just pathetic. 25%, 1 out of 4 people, approve of his handling of immigration issues. Just think about that. He won 50% of the vote, essentially. 25%. Only 25% approve. That is... And people know that because, when, you can even go back a few days with the Fox News report when they had all of those Haitians under the bridge, essentially about to be, patted down and released into the United States. That is just another thing that Joe Biden simply incredibly unpopular with. 67% of the country disapproves of his handling, and this is a left-leaning poll. Very, very bad for Biden, and obviously, we get directly to the core of everything. The situation at the Mexican border, 23% of the country approves, while 67% of the country disapproves. That's from everything that's gone on over the last 10 months. It was expected based on former President Trump's rhetoric on immigration and Joe Biden's rhetoric on immigration. But for the people that simply believe, and I guess you can see this from the polls, that United States border should be protected. Trump's rhetoric clearly worked in a better way than Biden's worked. They had that clip of him saying at the debate, surge the border, paraphrasing it. Not helping him, and people have now seen the physical effects of his policy, especially at the border. I think it was around 2.5 million people have been let into the interior of the United States over since Biden was inaugurated. People clearly upset with that and clearly disapprove of that. That is less than a quarter of the people that approve with that, and another over 2/3 of the people disapprove of Biden's handling. Now, this is just personal traits. I don't really think that that is going to be mattering most in the midterms, but you can look at it. Uh, as to whether or not Biden cares about average Americans, that's about 50-50, 49-48. But you go back to April, 58-37, so clear majority. Now, not so much. I guess now you're seeing a bit of the after effects of what his policy was going on back there. Is honest. 44% say yes, not a majority. Less than 50%, and 50% say no. So, very, very bad, believing people not trusting the president of the United States. Certainly won't help him in any elections, in 2022, if he even tries to run again in 2024, whether he, feels that he is fit enough to continue the job. And, back to April, 51-42, that's a majority, slight majority of the country, but a majority nonetheless. Has good leadership skills, 41% of the country. So, about 40%, 41%, 56% say no, compared to April, which was 52-44. So very bad for Biden, simply with personal traits, not even with the everything else. And basically, this article goes on to explain the poll questions, the specific issues that were Biden's strongest, which was the COVID, and that was very bad. Even by, I mean, it wasn't bad, but he didn't even have a majority with that, and and um, the immigration crisis at the Mexican border, and that was, his worst thing that people thought of him. But yeah, if you want to take a look at this, I will put the link of this poll in the description below, and you can obviously look at all of these statistics. They show you every question: do you approve or disapprove of the way Biden is handling immigration issues? And it just shows you the poll. 37% of Democrats, you can see they even disapprove of it. 70% of independents, 69% of men, 64% of women, all disapprove. So bad, very, very bad for Joe Biden. This is just terrible, and you can see it goes on for a long time, so I'm not going to continue to do that. But yeah, you can download it as a PDF, whatnot. This is a poll that is left-leaning and shows Biden in complete turmoil, and looking very, very bad for 2022, 2024. There is, a year until 2022 and 3 years until 2024. But if this is what is going to be the standard over the next 3 years, then I would bet most of my money on the fact, or not the fact, but I would bet most of my money on Republicans winning, both elections. Anyway, please leave your thoughts in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. I really enjoy making these YouTube videos. We're almost at 160 subscribers, getting close to 200 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So let's keep pumping up, keep hitting that subscribe button, turn on the notifications. Tons of election predictions, tons of great things happening. So if you really like following politics and following polls, then check out the channel. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like up the video, comment below what are your thoughts on this, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.